So let's roll down on our back and take some deep breaths as we're rolling down, just like we always do. And we're gonna start to reach the arms up over the head, angel arms, just really slowly, feeling the lengthening of the arms, the chest, and the back. And let's do a few of these nice and slowly, warming up the shoulders. And nice slow inhales and exhales. And we're going to do it one more time, kind of dragging the arms out and up, and just keep them over our head gently, and then stretch one arm, and then stretch the other arm, and allow your head, let's do that again, allow your head to kind of go to the side, so you could feel what's happening. And then we're going to bring the arms out in a T position and roll the knees to the right and breathe. So our first twist, just feel the opening on the left side. And one more breath. And let's roll the legs over to the other side. And same thing, this side might be different. So just adjust yourself and breathe. And one more breath. We're going to come back to the center. Let's bring our arms down by our sides. Roll the hips up and take a few breaths as you walk the shoulder blades together and press your feet down. And one more breath. And let's gently roll the whole spine down one vertebrae at a time. And we're going to put our hands behind our head and take the right knee to the left elbow and feel that stretch in the back muscles and the hip. And let's do a few more. And one more to each leg. And then we're going to bring the arms out again in a T position. Cross the right foot over the left thigh. And let's roll the legs to the left. We're going to reach the arms up and breathe. So another twist to lengthen. Feel the shoulder blades rolling down. And one more breath. And let's come back to the center and we're going to switch legs. Left foot over there and roll the leg over to the right. Arms up and breathe. So we're really finding that deeper lengthening with our breath. And one more breath. And then let's come back to the center and we're going to bring our knees to the chest and lift the head up and really stretch here. Kind of hold the back of your thighs or your shins, whatever's comfortable. And then we're going to straighten the legs up, bring the head down. And let's do a little bending of the legs and straightening in happy baby. So just a few times, waking up the hips and the legs. And 3 more bends and straightens. Press the hips down. And then we're going to put our left foot down on the floor, on the mat. Right leg up and stretch that leg. Extend through the heel. And then let's switch legs. Right foot down, left leg up. Press the hip down. And 1 more breath. And let's put the left foot down. We're going to lift the hips up again, roll them up, Setu Bandha. This time, as we walk the shoulder blades together, see if you can walk your fingers to your heels. And take 3 more breaths. Really good. Let's roll down. And we're going to roll to the side and sit up. And let's stretch our legs out on the mat. And we're going to press the back of our legs down and twist to the right. Find a little bit more length. And then we're going to twist to the left, breathing deeply. Come back to the center, and we're going to bend the right leg and hold the right foot. Put the heel on the mat if you can, and sit up tall. It's kind of like a half squat. And then extend the leg out. So we're really pressing the hip down and lengthening the hamstring. Now let's hold the right foot with the right hand and reach the leg out to the right. And just take a couple of breaths. Now we're going to bring it back and cross the right foot over the left leg and twist to the right. Maybe you can take your elbow over there. And 2 more breaths. Really good. Let's uncross. We're going to start by sitting up tall, pressing the legs down, roll the shoulders down, and twist to the left. And then twist to the right. Back to the center. Now we're going to grab a hold of that left foot, heel on the mat. See if you can stretch and sit up tall. And then lift that leg straight out. Hold the foot, take a couple of breaths, so feel how the hip is pressing down into the mat. Let's hold the foot with the left hand and bring the leg out and hold and breathe. Sit up nice and tall, extending through both heels. Really good. We're going to bring that leg in and cross it over the right leg and twist to the left and breathe. And we're coming back to the center. Let's uncross and sit in that big V position and forward fold. Lengthening, breathing into the spine. And 2 more breaths. And we're going to come on up and let's come into table. We're going to put our feet down now, lift the hips up and look up to the ceiling. Let's lift our right leg up and then the left and do a few more. The right, the left. Last time, right, and then the left. Really good. Let's lower the hips down. This time we're just going to sit crisscross applesauce, twist to the right. Feel the difference in your spine as you breathe. Twist to the left. And then forward fold, hinging from the hips. We're going to try that cat-cow movement in the spine with your breath. And then let's come on up, and we're going to take our right hand down. Let's do our side stretch, left arm over, and feel that left hip pressing down to lengthen. And 2 more breaths. And let's come on up and go to the other side, and right arm over. And 2 more breaths. And let's come back to the center and inhale the arms up and bring the arms out and down. Let's lengthen the arms. Let's do it again. Reaching them out and up, angel arms, just like we were on the mat. Feel the belly and the core working and bring them down. And we're going to come on over to hands and knees. And let's stretch into puppy pose, bringing the arms forward, head down, forehead down, and breathe. And let's come into sphinx pose on our belly. And 3 more breaths. And then we're going to come all the way down on our belly, reach the arms over our head, and 3 breaths here. And let's bend our right leg, and we're going to roll onto our back and put our right foot down and lift the left leg up, and just take a breath here. Notice how the hips are pressing down. Point and flex the left foot. Make some circles. And then in the opposite direction. And we'll bring our leg all the way down slowly. Roll back on our belly and take a breath. Bend the left leg and roll over on the right side and on our back. Left foot down. Now let's reach the right leg up, and we're going to point and flex. Make some circles with the foot. Notice the full breath. And then circle in the opposite direction. And lengthen the leg all the way straight down. And roll back on your belly. And let's come into sphinx for just a breath or 2. Feel the shoulders rolling down. And then half arm plank. Stretching through the back of the legs. And 2 more breaths. And let's come back to our child's pose. And then downward dog. We're going to lift the right leg up and bend the leg and straighten the leg a couple more times. So we're pressing our left foot down. And last time. And then let's step the right leg forward into a lunge and reach the right arm up, spinal twist. Back to downward dog. And let's try the other side. Left leg lifts up, bend and straighten a few times. And one more. And then we're going to step the left leg forward and lift the left arm out and up, spinal twist. Back to down dog. And then forward to plank and back to dog. And we're going to stay in our plank and do a few mountain climbers. Bend one knee, straighten the other leg. And then chaturanga all the way down to the mat. And 5 cobras. Let's do one more. And then back to child's pose. And take 3 breaths. Downward dog. And let's walk to the top of our mat. And let's come halfway up. Forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Hands to heart. Twist the upper body to the right and then the left. Back to the center. Let's inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg steps back. We're going to bring the knee down and come on up to crescent lunge. Opening up the spine and the hip flexor. Twist to the left. Cross the arm over, hands together. Right leg lifts up. Extend through the heel for a couple of breaths. And then right hand down, left arm up, spinal twist. Back to downward dog. And right leg lifts up and steps forward. And the left. Let's try our halfway up again. Forward fold. Inhale up. And then exhale, hands to heart. Twist the upper body to the left and then to the right. Back to the center. Inhale up. Forward fold. Left leg steps back, knee down, and let's come into crescent lunge on this side. Arms up. Twist to the right and cross the arm over, hands together. And let's lift the left leg up and extend through the heel. And left hand down, right arm up, spinal twist. Back to down dog. Left leg lifts up and steps forward. And the right, halfway up. Forward fold and come all the way up. And hands to our heart. Let's bring the right knee up and we're going to hold the right foot for dancer. Left arm up. Take a couple of breaths, really feeling, remember how we press the hips down? So it's kind of the same thing here. Left foot pressing down, we're lengthening upwards and really being grounded. Now warrior three, right leg back. We're going to come into our forward fold here. And then right leg steps back. We're in warrior one. Reach the arms up. Arms reach forward. Let's come back to warrior three. Lift the right leg up. And then step forward and we're back into Tadasana. Feel the lengthening of your spine. And then let's lift the left knee up and come into dancer. And reach the right arm up. And then our warrior three, left leg back. And we're hinging from the hips and coming in our forward fold. Stepping the left leg back, arms up, warrior one. Arms reach forward. And let's lift the left leg up, warrior three. Step forward and we're back in Tadasana. And then Utkatasana. We're going to twist to the right and cross the left elbow over. And then twist to the left, cross the right elbow over. And let's come into a deeper forward fold. So chest to thigh, you can even bend the legs, but let the head hang. 3 breaths. And then step back, downward dog. And lengthen for 3 breaths. And we're going to lift the hips a little bit more. Let's come forward to a plank. 3 breaths here. And another chaturanga. And let's reach the arms over the head and take a couple of breaths to lengthen. Roll the shoulders down. We're going to bend the right leg, hold the right foot just like we did in dancer, and flex the foot. Feel that in the hip and the thigh. And let's release and go to the other side. Bend the left leg, hold the left foot, press the thigh down into the mat. And we're going to release that down. Let's come into another sphinx and really feel the breath in the belly. And we're going to clasp our hands, come back up to our half arm plank. And then up into dolphin, walking forward. So we're on our toes and lifting the hips up. Right leg lifts up. And then put that down on our toes, left leg up. Really good, put that down. And let's come on our knees and sit back in a child's pose. And we're going to sit up on our heels. Twist to the right. Over to the left. And then both hands down. Let's lift the hips up. We've just been stretching the quads. We're going to lift even more. Another couple of breaths. And then we're going to come into table again. And take a few breaths here. Let's do 5 tricep push-ups. And then we're going to bring the bottoms down, but let's come up into our boat pose and balance. And bring the legs in and out. And 2 more. Really good. Let's hold the big toes. Stretch the legs out and breathe. Lift the chest, roll the shoulders down. And 3 slow breaths. Really good. Let's sit cross-legged. So the other, I don't know if we did sit cross-legged before, but whatever is comfortable here. And let's sit up, flip the palms up, and just look straight ahead and feel our posture. And then we're going to twist to the right. Let's bring that right arm up and lean over toward the left leg and thigh. And breathe. And we're going to come back up. Right arm slowly comes down. Let's twist to the left and breathe, rolling the shoulders down. And then left arm comes up. Let's lean to the right leg and lengthen. And we're going to gently come back up. The left arm comes down. And let's come to the center forward fold, hinging from the hips. Breathing deeply, walk the arms to the right. And then over to the left. And back to the center. And we're going to come on up. And we're gonna roll down into happy baby. Just checking on the hips. Take a couple of breaths. And let's put our feet back down on the mat, and we're gonna roll the hips up, Setu Bandha. Feeling the lift through the hips, walking the shoulder blades together. And see if you're a little bit higher now. 3 more breaths. And let's roll down. And then we're going to roll up to a seated position and come into squat. And walk the arms and fingers forward. And feel that lengthening. Let's take 2 more breaths. And we're going to come into a forward fold, lifting the hips. Now we're going to take the right leg up behind us. Let's see if we can come up to Warrior 3. It's a challenge. It's our Friday challenge. And step the leg forward, and we're back in Tadasana. We're going to come back to our squat. And take a few breaths. Walk the arms forward. And 2 more breaths. And let's come back to our forward fold, lifting the hips up. And we're going to try the same thing on this side. So left leg lifts up, Warrior 3. And step the leg forward, and we're back in Tadasana. Really good. Now we're going to take the right knee up, put our left hand on the right leg, right arm out. Turn your head to the right. And then let's put our right foot down and switch. Left knee up, right hand to the left leg, and our left arm out, and turn your head to the left. And then we're going to bring our left foot down. Let's hold our hands behind us, ground the feet down, roll the shoulders down as we look up, and then forward fold, bend the knees a little bit, chest to thigh, and feel the hips lengthening upwards as you come into a deeper forward fold. And then we're going to inhale and come on up, reach the arms up, hands to our heart, step the right leg back. So we're going to come into a pyramid pose. So both legs, hips are even, and let's look up in our back bend. Forward fold, chest to thigh. And inhale and come up, and let's lift the arms up. And we're going to keep going here. As we lengthen forward, we're going to twist and bring the right hand to the outside of the left foot and left hand on our low back. And breathe. And now let's look down, lift both arms up, come into our back bend again. And hands to our heart, we're stepping forward with the right leg, and we're back in Tadasana. And let's try it on the other side. So step back with the left leg for pyramid, hips are even, and let's come into our back bend. And forward fold as we press our feet down, chest to thigh. And let's come up again, and as we come up, lift the arms up over our head for another back bend. And as we come forward, we're going to twist left hand to the outside of our right foot, right hand on our low back, and breathe. And one more breath. And then slowly looking down, both arms come up. Another back bend. And then hands to our heart. Let's step forward with the left foot. We're back into Tadasana. Inhale up, forward fold, downward dog, 3 breaths. Let's come into an up dog here. So we're going to bring our legs down, but keep lengthening here. We've been working on our thighs, lifting the chest up. Let's come back to child's pose. And let's come forward to another puppy pose, this time hands behind our head. Let's take 3 breaths. And we're going to come all the way forward to another sphinx and lengthen the legs and breathe. 3 breaths here. And then a half arm plank. And we're going to come back to child's pose again and take another couple of breaths. We're going to walk our arms to the right, over to the left, back to the center, and downward dog. Let's lift our right leg up, warrior 2. And reverse, left arm down, right arm up. We're going to reach the right arm down, the fingertips down to the inside of the right foot, left arm up. And let's bring the left arm over our head. Stretch, feel that big elongation. And we're going to come back to warrior 2. Straighten the right leg for Trikonasana. And let's come back up. And we're going to turn this into a revolved triangle. So we're going to twist to the right and take our left arm forward and right arm up, however you can do this. And here we go, we're coming back up, press that right foot down, back all the way up and coming into our wide-legged pose. Arms up over our head, And lengthen in a little back bend. And forward fold, hands between our legs, side to side transverse lunges. And a couple of breaths in the center. Let the head hang. And then let's come all the way up and into another back bend, lengthening. And then warrior two, left foot out. And reverse, right arm down, left arm up. And then reach that left arm out. We're going to take the fingertips down to the inside of the left foot, right arm up. Feel that lengthening. And then reach the arm over the head. Let's come back up to warrior two. We're going to straighten our left leg for Trikonasana. And let's lengthen and breathe. And one more breath. So we're going to come back up. And just like we did on the other side, we're going to do our revolved triangle. So first we're twisting to the left. We're going to reach the right hand down, and I've got it on the outside of my left foot, other hand on my low back, and lengthen and breathe. It can be wherever you want it to be. And two more breaths. And let's come on up, pressing the feet down. We're going to come back and bring the arms up over our head in another back bend. And then arms come down. We're going to reach them forward like downward dog arms. Hips press back and head releases. Let's walk ourselves over to a right side lunge and a dragon. So when you come on over there, come into our dragon and 5 push-ups. And then bring that left leg down and flatten the foot, so deeper dragon. And one more breath. So we're going to lift that left leg up and walk ourselves over to a left side lunge and into our dragon and 5 push-ups. And when you're ready, bring that right leg down and flatten the foot and breathe. And one more breath. Very good. Let's lift that leg up. We're going to come back to the center. And let's come into a deeper forward fold for 3 breaths. Let the head hang. You can shake the head, yes. if you like and no. And let's come up slowly and reach the arms up again over our head and stretch. And hands to our heart, and let's come into goddess and turn our feet out. And elbows open and closed. And a couple more. Using the breath. Let's hold for 3 more breaths. And inhale up and come back to downward dog. And just feel the lengthening in your spine now. Hopefully you're a lot longer. We're going to make our way to child's pose. Stretch the toes on the way down and bring the arms behind us. And one more breath. We're going to sit up on our heels and feel palms facing up. Feel the breath in your chest as it rises and falls. Now we're going to lean over to the right hip, come on over there and do our twist. So anything that feels good, any direction here, and breathe. And let's come on over to the left hip, roll over and walk our arms over to the left and find a deeper stretch for you. And then we're going to come back to the center and take our legs out in front of us. And let's come into a straddle pose and see how our legs feel. And notice the grounding down of the sits bones. We're going to put our right hand down and just let ourselves lean over to the right. Doesn't matter if it's over to the leg. Listen to your body and just release. Release the head, the shoulder, and breathe. And one more breath. And let's come on up and over to the other side. So we all have tight places and patterns in our body. So if you close your eyes, you can find where you need a little bit more attention and let your breath go there. And 2 more breaths. And we're going to come back to the center and forward fold. However far, maybe elbows are down, but release the head and breathe. See if you can breathe into your upper back. And 2 more breaths. And let's gently come on up. And we're going to bring our legs together and take a breath, kind of feel how the hips are. And then let's come into Janu Shirsasana. We're going to bend the right leg in and twist to the right. And then let's forward fold toward the left leg and breathe. And 2 more breaths. And let's gently come on up. And we're going to straighten our right leg and take a breath and just feel and notice. And let's try the other leg. Let's bend the left leg in, Janu Shirsasana, twist to the left. And then we're going to forward fold toward the right leg and breathe and soften. And 2 more breaths. And let's gently come back to the center. And we're going to roll down now. And let's roll down on our back. We're going to start with our knees coming to the chest. And just take a few breaths here and feel the difference from when we started. Let's make some circles with the hips. You can close your eyes and circle in the opposite direction. And let's come into our spinal twist, knees to one side, and just be comfortable. Listen to your body for what you need and breathe. Now let's roll our legs over to the other side and feel that inner movement in your body as it releases. And last deep breath. Let's come back to the center. And we're going to bring our right knee into the chest and hold the right foot with our left hand. So we're doing this pigeon on our back. And I'm holding the right thigh with my right hand and bringing it closer to the chest. Just a deeper stretch here. Wherever you're comfortable. And 1 more breath. And let's put that foot down. We're going to switch and hold the left leg. Left foot holds, or right hand holds the left foot. Feel that deeper stretch. And last deep breath. And let's put that left foot down. And now we're going to roll up, Setu Bandha. Walk the shoulder blades together. And let's gently roll down and come into our final pose of Shavasana and lengthen the legs. Notice your breath. We're wishing ourselves good health and harmony. to our homes and families and communities. And peace to our brothers and sisters everywhere. Let's slowly begin to deepen our breath as we wiggle the fingers and the toes. And we're going to reach the arms out and up over our head and stretch. And roll to the side and take a deep breath. And let's come on up to a seated position. And we're going to bring our hands to our heart and seal in our practice today together. Let's take a deep inhale and sigh. One more time. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Happy Friday. And we would love the butterfly report, Bill.
It's not happy.
It's a better cicada report than a butterfly report, right?
At this moment, unfortunately.
Well, I hope that the summer will move along and you'll have all your butterflies back.
I'll keep you informed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Thanks so much.
Thank you.